So you guys want to know how I get people to score 100 plus points in franchise mode? You guys asked for it. Let's go over the gameplay sliders and how I get all these players to put up so many points. Over 25 players have over a point per game, over 82 points or more, multiple 50 goal scorers. We even got a 60 goal scorer. So hopefully it works out for you guys. Let's go. Now, before I get into the sliders, I should mention that in most of my franchise modes, I have created players. I have players that are high franchise, high elite, a lot of guys that are going to up the scoring in the NHL simulation. So basically, here's what I did. Now, you can tweak it if you like, but here's kind of how I broke it all down. I'm sure it can be improved, but pretty much just copy all of this and you should see some improvements. So skating, everything up to 100, maxed out. Shooting, again, everything maxed out to 100. Passing, again, everything maxed out to 100. Everything except for skating impact I put down to 0. That's going to cause more turnovers and thus more scoring for your players. Now, as for goalies, I put everything at 0 except for goalie screen effect and goalie screen persistence. Now, if you put everything at 0, you would think your goalie would just stand there, but it's not true. Your goalies are still going to be good. They're just going to be a lot worse. In my franchise modes, the best goalies have like a 890 save percentage with like 45 wins. So the save percentage is going to be really low. The goals against average is going to be really high. But again, there's going to be more scoring in your franchise mode. Now for checking, you can kind of do whatever you want. I like more hits. I mean, I simulate most of my games, so it really doesn't matter. Basically put whatever you want to checking. If you don't want any checking at all, put it down. You might see more increased stats. Now I haven't tested this, but maybe if you put everything to 0, there will be more scoring because your players will be able to enter the zone without being hit. I'm not sure, you can test it out, but this works for me. As for penalties, again, I don't think it really matters. I don't even think I touched it. I think I left it as is. Now here's what I did for AI. I had to mess a few things around. This seems to work best for me. Now there's one big secret that I use, and it's only if you do strictly simulation only. If you like to play games in your franchise mode, I wouldn't recommend doing this, but I've done it with it off and I've done it with it on, and I've noticed a huge difference. The main thing is I turn icing and offsides off. That means if the guy wanted to, he could sit at the other team's goal line and wait for a stretch pass. You could cherry pick all day if you wanted to during the simulation, and that seems to really boost up the scoring. I put this on and the scoring wasn't even close to what it was. I have 60 goal guys, 120 point guys all the time. Now I should mention year 1, year 2, maybe year 3, you won't be seeing insane point totals, but as players get better, as younger players come into the NHL, more talent, year 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, you're going to be seeing 60 goal years, 120, 130 point plus years like crazy. Like this is 3 years into maxing out the sliders, and I mean Tyler Seguin has been an absolute monster. It's pretty simple. I think the biggest trick is turning off offsides and icing. If this worked out for you, let me know. Do a couple years simulation and see what kind of results you get. I'd be interested to see. Hit me up on Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram, and share me your results. If you tweak it and you say, oh hey, if you turn this up or turn this down, it really helps out the scoring, try it out. Do maybe 5 years of simulation with these updated gameplay sliders, turn icing and offsides off, and you should see results pretty damn quick. Like look at a guy like Ryan O'Reilly, a guy who doesn't really put up a ton of points, had 103 points, 92 last year. So obviously the upgraded scoring, it's going to make overalls go way up higher. You're going to see a lot of goals, a lot of assists, a lot of points, and a lot of high overalls. Phil Kessel, I think, is 89. Now he's up to a 92. He's growing even though he's 33 years old. So it's a lot of fun. Steven Stamkos, 94. Kucherov, 96. Mitch Marner's up to a 91, and Tavares is a 93. So even when players are past 26, they can still grow if they put up crazy numbers. Let me know if you had any success with these. And there it is. That's what you've all been asking for. Those are the sliders.